this podcast, I'm going to help you discover what you need to know if you don't know what to do with your life. And there's nothing worse than having a life that is full of regret and with unfulfilled desires. To not know, what direction to go. So what I'm going to help you with in this podcast is to finally be able to relax and enjoy your life. You can actually be able to, once you know what to do with your life, you're going to start to being able to take control. Now here's a quote I think I'll start with. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. And that's a quote by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. So some books that will help you, some resources. So the first one is called The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. And this book talks about how the reason why we are unable to follow our dreams and to be able to know exactly what we should be doing is because we may have some ideas, but the ideas are too small. So what he does in this book is to think bigger, because that is the only thing that's going to inspire you, and to be able to choose the right big thing to do for your life, and that's going to keep moving you forward. The next book is called Opportunity by Eben Pagan. We have so much opportunity these days, which is wonderful. However, with opportunity, there's a lot of choice, so it can get confusing on which one is right for you. So this book helps you choose that opportunity that's going to be the one that you want to pursue in your life. The next book is called Getting There by Gillian Zoe Segal, and this book has a lot of articles like biographies really, from mentors such as Franz Zimmer, Warren Buffett, Mike Bloomberg. And what you'll realize when actually reading these biographies, these short articles, is that all these people didn't get success without sailing in some rough waters. And that's true for, I think, anybody who has success. It's not been easy. There's been times when they didn't know what they wanted to do, whether they wanted to with their life, whether this was they were on the right path, and whether they were going to continue with what they're doing or change course. If you're saying the question, what do I do if I don't know what to do with my life anymore? What do I do? Well, do not give up. When we have these, what you might call dark nights of the soul, it's very easy to get depressed and confused about what to do. Maybe you knew before, but now it's becoming very unclear. Maybe you've had some setbacks, and you are now uncertain. However, when you're in this darkness, all it takes is for an instant for the switch to be turned on, and immediately there was light. And to be the person that can switch that light on for you, it could even be a family member, it could be a friend, ex-colleague. You want to look for a mentor, perhaps even a life coach. and you be the person who will change you and be able to get back on your path, or find you a new path, which is what you want to be doing for the rest of your life. Now, if you still don't know what you want to do with your life, or you're asking the question, I still don't know what I want to do with my life. Now, if in my case, in my life, I've been addicted to shiny objects. I've tried many different businesses, from e-commerce to marketing for local clients to doing like selling on Amazon. Yeah, lots of different things. But recently I've just got a life coach myself, and now my focus is on self-expression. And I'm finding that through self-expression, that a path seems to be opening up for me. And I'd recommend self-expression to anyone. So that can be dancing, can be singing, can be doing a podcast like this, can be writing a blog. Also, what I've done in the past is what are called 21-day challenges. And a very good one is, if you do a search on Google, Awakened Academy 21-day challenge. And I've done numerous challenges with their program. And I've done a online course. I've put a meditation practice in place for after 21 days. I've built a website. So there's lots of different. It doesn't have to be something big. It can be anything. Just like I say, it can be just 21 days doing a meditation, which is what I did. And then the things will open up for you. Now, next we've got, if you ask a question, why I don't know what to do with my life career. Yeah, I'm experiencing this now myself, but I have a trust that things are going to work out. It may not work out exactly how I planned, so I'm just open to, with my spiritual practices, so that with my with meditation, with doing exercise, with my self-expression, I'm trusting that my life career is going to be shown, and I'm okay just to let that happen, just to be in flow, and to not worry too much about what the mind is coming up to. And actually what I'm doing with my spiritual practices, I'm actually starving the mind of its food, and I'm not believing in it so much as I used to. And this is like the maturing in the self, where I'm maturing and I'm just staying more time in the self by coming back to my center, and then just taking less interest and less energy going outwards, going externally. So why don't I know what I want to do with my life? Well, this is probably due to the influences that you have in your life. And this could be your friends, it could be your family members. So what I'd recommend is start reading books, and read books that challenge you, and you with new vocabulary and in new lines and new ways of thinking. Complicated lines that you need to reread and to understand what's going on. So you really want to be getting out of your comfort zone, and you can do this from various ways where you can take, even what I do, take a cold shower every day. Just do something that scares you every day. Can be, I'm doing this podcast is pretty scary for me still. Still have some trepidation when I take the mic. But doing something that's going to enable you to grow and contribute to others. Because if you're not out of your comfort zone, you're not going to be able to grow. You're going to have a mediocre life. So what to do if I don't know what to do with my life? Well, I have a simple 3-step plan with my coaching. So firstly, you want to be getting honest. Take a look in the mirror and look at your harsh reality. Second, set your intent of where you want to go and devise a 3-month plan. And with our sessions, you may discover that you have a love for writing or want to start a business. You can build from these passions and create a life you love living. You will understand what you need to work on. You will be able to set your intention of where you need to go, and you'll be able to devise a 3-month action plan, giving you clarity of where you need to get to. So if you're interested in a no obligation free consultation for 60 minutes, then I'll put a link in the comments. Now, what if I'm thinking, I'm so lost, I don't know what to do with my life? Well, what has to happen to be lost and then found? It's important to find what lost and found means, because it means different things to different people. So Cambridge defines lost as not confident and not knowing what to do in a particular situation, and found as to bring something into existence. So to not be lost, what you need to do is boost your confidence. You need to be looking at ways that you can achieve something every day, even if it's achieving if it's self-expression, it could be singing every day, it could be dancing every day, or it could be writing something in your journal, reviewing your day. It could be a lot of things. So what I feel I'm doing with my spiritual practices is I'm developing more wisdom. And like I was saying before, this is listening less to what the mind is saying and just going deep within inside and moving from my mind, my interest, to my heart and my gut. Because the heart and gut actually have neurons. So your heart and gut are actually able to think. So it's a good idea to start listening to our heart and our gut more than our minds. So do not trust the mind. The mind is influenced by the world and the conditioning that the world has had on our minds. And that is we need to win by making a lot of money, by having a big social circle. We need to be, living in a certain neighborhood. So it's a game that we cannot win because we're always comparing ourselves to others, and there's always going to be somebody who's doing better than us, and so it's never going to make us happy. So don't play that game. Don't even try it, because you want to work with my coaching. I help you to be the number one version of yourself, and not trusting the mind and unfortunately how conditioned it is, because it's your mind's desire is not going to be your heart's desire. When you're on your deathbed, you don't want to be regretting your life, and that if you do whatever your mind wants you to do, you're going to be on your deathbed regretting things. So if you're asking, I need help and I don't know what to do with my life, Well, then book a free consultation call with me to help you through the process of getting to know what you want to do with your life. Imagine yourself back in that deathbed. You do not want to be lying there thinking about what could have been. There's nothing worse than unfulfilled dreams. It's nothing worse than unfulfilled desires. So, do not live with regret. Start today. And I'd be very happy to talk to you and to see and take you through the process. So, in summary, 1, do not give up on life. 2, if you're in a dark place, it only takes a second to flick a switch to be bathed in light. 3, start self-expressing through writing, recording, exercise. 4, step regularly out of your comfort zone. 5, start a spiritual practice and move your consciousness from your head to your heart. 6, play a life career game you can win. And 7, get a coach. If you have any questions, leave those questions in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.